struggling to stay consistent, feeling stuck, like you're made for more but can't break through, you're not alone. Every successful person works on a few powerful habits daily, and today I'm breaking down the 6 things you must do every single day for a successful life. If you're serious about leveling up, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and let me know in the comments which one you'll start working on today. Point 1. One of the most overlooked but powerful habits you must work on every day is improving your communication. It's not just about talking more, it's about expressing ideas clearly, listening deeply, and making others feel understood. Whether you're in a meeting, having a casual conversation, or presenting your vision to a team, the ability to communicate effectively can open doors that skills alone cannot. Think about someone like Oprah Winfrey. Her rise to success wasn't just talent, it was her unmatched ability to connect with people, to make them feel seen and heard. Or Simon Sinek, whose entire career is built on the power of explaining complex ideas simply and with purpose. These people didn't wait for a stage or spotlight to work on their voice. They practiced it every day, in real conversations, in writing, in thought. Great communicators don't just speak, they create trust. They inspire action, they lead. If you can articulate your vision, your value, or even your boundaries with clarity and confidence, you instantly set yourself apart. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the one who speaks with intention, who listens with presence, and who responds with thought. Start small. Every day, make your words count. Think before you speak. Learn to pause. Ask better questions. Give others space to talk. These aren't just soft skills. Their power moves in the real world. Whether you're aiming to lead a team, grow a business, or build meaningful relationships, strong communication is your edge. Work on your voice like your future depends on it, because it does. Say less, mean more, and let your words move mountains. Point 2. Once you've found your voice, the next thing that shapes a successful life is daily discipline. It's easy to talk about dreams, but without consistent action, even the best ideas fade. Discipline is what turns intention into reality. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in, showing up for yourself when no one else is watching, and doing the work even when motivation runs dry. Take someone like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Before the fame and global success, he stuck to a relentless routine, training, working, building his mindset. Or consider J.K. Rowling, who wrote Harry Potter while battling depression and financial stress. She didn't wait for the perfect moment. She wrote in cafes during her daughter's naps, day in and day out, driven by routine and discipline. Their success wasn't sudden. It was built one committed day at a time. Discipline doesn't mean you have to be rigid. It means honoring your commitments, especially the ones you make to yourself. If you said you'd work out, show up. If you said you'd spend an hour on your goals, don't scroll, don't delay, do it. This quiet repetition, this daily self-respect, builds confidence and momentum like nothing else. And here's the beautiful part. When your communication is clear and your discipline is consistent, people start to trust you, because you're not just talking, you're doing. That kind of integrity, it stands out. Don't wait for motivation. It's unreliable. Build systems, create habits, let your discipline carry you on the days your feelings won't, because success doesn't come from what you do sometimes. It's built on what you do every single day. Keep showing up. Your future self will thank you louder than anyone else ever could. Point 3. Once discipline becomes a part of your lifestyle, it naturally clears the path for something even more powerful: growth. Personal growth is not a one-time breakthrough. It's a daily decision to become better than you were yesterday. And that only happens when you commit to learning every single day. Success isn't about knowing it all. It's about staying curious, staying humble, and constantly evolving. Look at someone like Elon Musk. Despite running multiple companies, he makes time to read, to explore new ideas, to dive into things he doesn't fully understand yet. Or think about Serena Williams. Her growth mindset extended beyond the court. She studied business, fashion, and invested time into developing herself as more than just an athlete. These people grew because they didn't settle. They didn't believe success was a finish line. They saw it as a process of becoming. Even 15 minutes a day of learning can change your perspective. Read a chapter, listen to a podcast, watch a documentary. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And when you pair that hunger for growth with the discipline you've already built, it creates unstoppable momentum. Growth also means being willing to unlearn, to challenge your own beliefs, habits, and patterns, to ask yourself, is this still serving me? That kind of awareness leads to transformation, and transformation leads to impact. When your words are clear, your actions are consistent, and your mindset is always learning, you become a magnet for opportunities, not because luck shows up, but because you've become someone ready to receive it. Stay hungry, stay open. The person you become in the process will take you places your past self couldn't even imagine. Point 4. When you're constantly learning and growing, you begin to realize something deeper. None of it matters if your energy is drained or your mind is overwhelmed. That's why taking care of your health, both physical and mental, is not optional. It's essential. Success demands energy, focus, and resilience, and without a strong foundation, everything else begins to crack. Look at Tom Brady, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. His longevity didn't just come from talent. It came from years of strict health habits, recovery routines, sleep discipline, and mindful eating. Or look at Emma Watson, who's been vocal about the importance of mental wellness. Even at the height of her career, she took breaks to reconnect with herself, read, and reflect. These aren't luxuries, they're necessary resets. When you fuel your body with good food, move daily, get quality rest, and give your mind time to breathe, you operate at a different level. You think sharper, you feel more grounded, you handle stress without crumbling. That energy, it spills into your work, your relationships, and your ability to grow. And let's be honest, discipline and growth both require stamina. You can't stay consistent or keep learning if you're constantly running on empty. This is why successful people treat their health like a priority, not an afterthought, because they know that if their body and mind fall apart, everything else does too. Make movement part of your day, not a chore. Protect your sleep like it's a meeting with your future. Step away from chaos and breathe. When the world moves too fast, you only get one body, one mind, and when you treat them like assets instead of burdens, they'll pay you back with the energy and clarity to build the life you truly want. Power starts from within. Protect it daily. Point 5. When your body and mind are in sync, something beautiful begins to happen. You start showing up better for others. That's where meaningful relationships come in. In a world that constantly pushes independence and hustle, it's easy to forget that real success is never a solo mission. The people you surround yourself with, the ones you trust, lean on, and grow with, play a huge role in the quality of your life. Take someone like Richard Branson. Beyond building companies, he built communities, teams he trusted and valued. He often says that relationships, not profits, are the real driver of his success. Or think of Adele. whose powerful career is deeply grounded in her roots, her close relationships, and her emotional honesty with the people around her. It's those bonds that keep you steady when everything else feels chaotic. Having someone who believes in you on the hard days matters. So does being that person for someone else. Your energy, your growth, your discipline. It's all multiplied when you pour it into the right relationships. And this doesn't mean having dozens of people around you. It means investing in a few real, deep connections. The ones who challenge you, support you, and remind you of who you are when you forget. Check in with your people. Make time for real conversations. Celebrate their wins. Sit with them in their lows. Because no matter how successful you become, life will always be richer when it's shared. And remember, success without connection feels empty. When you're healthy, growing, and deeply connected to others, you don't just survive, you thrive. Your circle doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be real. Water those roots every day, because strong relationships are the foundation of a truly successful life. Point 6. When you're surrounded by the right people, people who uplift, challenge, and believe in you, it becomes easier to look inward and ask the most important question of all. What am I really here for? That's where purpose comes in. And it's not just something you discover once. It's something you build on intentionally every single day. Success without purpose feels hollow. You can have money, fame, and influence, but if you wake up with no real why, it all becomes noise. Purpose gives your effort meaning. It turns routine into passion. It gives your growth, your discipline, your health, and your relationships a deeper reason to exist. Take someone like Marcus Rashford, not just a footballer, but someone who used his platform to tackle child hunger in the UK. Or consider Jo Malone, who rebuilt a fragrance empire after facing illness, not because she had to, but because she felt called to create again. Purpose pulled them forward when comfort could have held them back. And here's the truth. Purpose isn't always loud or world, changing from the start. Sometimes it begins as a quiet urge to help, to create, to solve, or to lead. Your job is to listen to that urge and act on it. Every single day, do something, big or small, that aligns with that deeper calling. When you do, life stops feeling like a grind and starts feeling like a mission. You've worked on your voice, your habits, your mind, your health, your people. Now aim it all towards something bigger than just personal gain. Purpose turns success into significance, so don't just chase goals. Chase meaning. And when you align your daily actions with your deeper purpose, success will no longer be a question, it'll be a byproduct. Live with intention and watch how everything changes.